Back in 2018, we booked one of our very first big weddings. It was this black tie, fully styled, very elegant event. One of those weddings where you show up and you look at your second shooter and go, oh yeah, this is a big one for us. But we showed up in t-shirts and jeans. And that was a moment I'll never forget because everything about that day was perfect except for us. Now to our credit, we were new. We were focused on the work and not how we presented ourselves. But that's what I misunderstood, that how we presented ourselves was the work. And while we did a great job and delivered a great film, the experience we gave our clients didn't align with the quality of work. And maybe the client didn't care, or maybe they didn't even notice. But just because something missing goes unnoticed doesn't mean it's okay. That was the first time I really understood this. Presentation is part of the product. And that same principle applies to how you deliver your films. Because I know a lot of filmmakers still do what we did for years. We spend 60 hours perfecting a wedding film and then deliver it in a Google Drive folder or with a WeTransfer link. If you're charging premium prices, that final step cannot feel like an afterthought. Delivery is the final touch point your couple has with you. It's the moment they get to relive their day, share it with family, experience all the emotion again. And the way you deliver it is going to frame how that moment feels. So if it's clunky, outdated, or impersonal, that's what sticks. And if it's polished, seamless, and actually on brand with everything they've experienced from you, that's what they'll remember. It's the little things like this that separate the beginners from the pros. So a couple of years ago, we switched to a delivery platform called Vidflow. And I'll be honest, I didn't expect to care that much. But once we started using it, our client experience completely changed. So what is Vidflow? In simple terms, it's a hosting platform, but it's built specifically for filmmakers. It allows you to upload your videos and now even photos into a beautifully branded online gallery. Your clients receive their own private webpage, personalized with their names, their content, their music, and it becomes their go-to place to relive and share their wedding day. It's easier for them to stream their film, download it in full quality, or send a link to family and friends without jumping through any hoops. It's clean, intuitive, and makes the entire delivery experience feel elevated. Here's why we use Vidflow. First, it's fully branded. Our logo, our colors, our fonts, everything looks and feels like us. Second, it's insanely easy for clients. They don't have to sign up for anything, figure out file sharing, request permissions, or cast videos to their TV. They just click the link and it works. Streaming, downloading, sharing, all in one place. Third, it has native TV apps, like actual Apple TV and Roku apps. Our couples watch their film on the big screen together, wine in hand, and it feels like Netflix. That's not something Dropbox can do. And last, it's upload-based pricing, so you're not stuck paying growing subscription fees. You just pay for what you upload and the gallery stays live forever. One of our couples literally messaged us and said, we watched our film on our TV last night and bawled like babies. It felt like a movie. That's the kind of memory you want to create for your couples. Not, hey, did you get the download link? Oh, it expired. Okay, I'll resend it. When the delivery experience feels like part of the art, they remember it. They show it to their family. They forward the link to their friends. That kind of experience drives word of mouth way more than a USB ever will. So let me walk you through just how easy it is to set up. First, we go to our Vidflow account. All right, we've created folders for each year of weddings. Inside that year, we'll have all the galleries of all the weddings from that year. So we can create a new gallery, either video only or hybrid with photos, and we're given almost a dozen templates to choose from based on the layout that fits the vibe we want to go with. I personally like Gatsby the most, and I usually tend to lean always towards the Gatsby layout. Just personally, I don't know why, I just think it looks the dopest. So we'll select Gatsby and then name our gallery the couple's name or their last name or whatever you want to do. Or if it's a client, a wedding planner, vendor, whatever you want to call it, name it that, then we upload. And like I mentioned before, you're really only paying per use. So we're gonna go buy 25 gigs of space for just $35. That should last a couple galleries depending on your export settings. Then we'll select our video files and hit upload. As it's uploading, it gives us a little progress bar. And once uploaded, we can then rename all the files to what we want them to be and select custom thumbnails from frames in the video. Now, back in our Gatsby layout, we can create folders of videos and upload thumbnails and link the media to those specific folders. So that way you can do ceremony, speeches in ceremony folder, wedding film and trailer folder, reels folder, doc folder, a FOMO edit folder, or like, social clips, design, edits. You can create folders for every single thing. I love keeping things organized, and and I hope you do as well. And we can give each of those folders their own thumbnail and then upload and link the media to those folders, like I already said. Once that's complete, we can add a video or photo background with music that plays when they open the site. I love uploading their trailer as the background, and then maybe picking their first dance song that they dance to on their wedding day and buying that or downloading that and then uploading that as the song that plays when they open their gallery. I think it keeps it very emotional and kind of brings back all the feels from their wedding day. Then we can adjust our title heading and subheading and then apply our own brand palette, which we spent like an hour doing a few years ago, uploading our colors, our fonts, our logo, our preferences, so that every time we create a gallery, we just come into this tab, hit apply, and it applies it to the entire gallery. Then we go to the deliver tab and customize the URL to be whatever we want, which is pretty cool. And your couple gets a link back from you. It's their name as a link. People like that. And we can even have the option to password protect if that's important to you. Sometimes we do, most of the time we don't. And then you could also, like, Vidflow will even generate graphics for you to flex on your website or in your socials, your brochures, wherever you want, to make your films look even more professional by showing, like, here's your film displayed on a computer, a phone, and a TV. Pretty cool. Once all that's done, we'll copy the link and send it to our clients and wait for the crying emojis to start come pouring in. If you're trying to elevate your brand and your pricing, this is the kind of small shift that makes a big impact, because couples don't just buy a wedding film. They buy a feeling. They're buying you. And that feeling is shaped by how you show up, how you serve, and how you deliver. And Vidflow is the best tool we found to make that last moment feel special. If you want to check out Vidflow, we'll leave a link in the description below. We partner with them for this video, but we'd be recommending them either way, because this is how we deliver every single wedding film every single time. So make your work feel as good as it looks and deliver like a pro. But that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in our crash course to wedding videography and how to take filming weddings from a hobby to a full-time job, we are running a 60% off sale on our beginner's guide right now. Everything you need to get started, we'll link that below along with all of our other resources. Thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.